Hello friends, welcome to Career Hacks and this is Preeti back again with her amazing tricks. Friends, this video is specially useful for the 9th and 10th standard and for those students who are going to take science in 11th and 12th. And also it is useful for the competitive exams also. Now before starting the video, let's have a brief idea about the genetics. What is genetics? Genetics is the branch of science that deals with the heredity and variations. And we all know that heredity is the transmission of characters from generations to the generations, from parents to the offsprings with the help of genes. And Gregor John Mendel is the father of genetics who experimented on the garden pea or we can say Pisum sativum, and he also gave the laws of inheritance and monohybrid cross, dihybrid cross, but everything cannot be completed in this video, so I have made the chapters of genetics, and in this video we are going to learn dihybrid cross and the law of independent assortment. So let's start.
Dihybrid cross and the law of independent assortment. As we all know that Mendel gave the laws of inheritance on pea plant, and the law of inheritance, law of independent assortment is one of them. Actually, this law involves the inheritance of two pairs of contrasting traits, or we can say characters. That's why this cross is being called as dihybrid cross. Actually, di means two, and we have taken here two characteristics, so it is called dihybrid cross. Now, the contrasting traits chosen by Mendel were color and shape of the seed. So he took round yellow and wrinkled green. For dihybrid cross, Mendel took pure breed parents, or we can say homozygous parents. Now, what is pure breed plants or homozygous plants? Pure breed plants means having genotype of same genes. Yes, so now we can say that round yellow has capital R, capital R, capital Y genes. And for the wrinkled green, small r, small r, small y. So, by these genotypes only, we can understand that round yellow is the dominant one and the wrinkled green is the recessive one, but they are completely homozygous. Now, when these two were crossed by the Mendel, he got round yellow seeds in the F1 generation. All of them were round yellow. But how no wrinkled green were obtained? So for understanding this, let's see the Punnett square, how Mendel got this round yellow in the F1 generation. We know the genotype of both the parents. That is capital R, capital Y, and for the wrinkled green, small r, small y. Now, how gametes were formed? We know that in the gamete formation, one gene of color and one gene of shape will come. So, in this way, gametes will be formed. Let's see the combinations. In the round yellow, what happened? Capital R, first of all, will combine with the capital Y. So, RY is the first gamete formation. Now, in second case, again, the capital R will combine with the capital Y. So, these two gametes were formed from the dominant homozygous parent. Now, what about wrinkled green? In wrinkled green, small r will combine with the small y. So, this is the first combination. Then again, small r will combine with the small y. So, these were the gametes formed. Only these combinations are possible here. So, now let's see the Punnett square. As two gametes were formed, so 2 into 2, 4. So 4 boxes will be there. Now let's write down the gametes here. So RY and small ry. Now let's do the multiplication. This capital R will combine with the small r and it will form R and capital Y, small y. Again the same thing, capital R will combine with the small r and then capital Y will combine with the small y, and so on. Now you can see all the offsprings have the same genotype in the F1 generation, that is capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. So what is the phenotype of this? Yes, it means the phenotype is round yellow. As we have dominant gene of round shape here, that is capital R, and for the color also yellow, so only dominant characters are being shown in the phenotype. We all know this. Recessive will not show its characters when the dominant is present there. So, we conclude by this that Mendel got round yellow in F1 generation. Now what Mendel did now? What he did now is that Mendel crossed this F1 gametes again to get the F2 generation. But here, as we all know, that the gametes are round yellow only, but they are heterozygous parents now. Previously it was homozygous, but now they are heterozygous. So in F2 generation, Mendel got round yellow, round green, wrinkled yellow and wrinkled green combinations. How is it possible? And he got the ratios also 9:3:3:1. But how he got this? So now let's see how Mendel got this. First of all, let's make the gametes. Here it is heterozygous parents, capital R, small r and capital Y, small y. So first combination of the gametes will be capital R and capital Y, then capital R with the small y, then small r, that is the recessive one, with the capital Y, and the small r with the small y. So these are the 4 gametes formation, and 2 parents are there, so 8 gametes are there. Now 4 into 4 is 16. So now let's see the Punnett square. In the Punnett square, 4 into 4 16. So 16 boxes will be there, 4 rows and 4 columns. Now let's combine this. First of all, in the first box what will come? Capital R will combine with the small capital R and capital Y, capital Y. Then capital R, capital Y, small y. Then capital R, small r, capital Y, capital Y. And again capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. And in this way we can fill all the boxes. Now what you observe here? Here we can see 9 combinations have the same genotype, 3 combinations have same and 3 again have the same combination and 1 is the different one. So these 9 combinations which are same, they according to their genotype, their phenotype will be round yellow. And these 3 combinations will have round green, and these 3 combinations will have wrinkled round. And the last one, the single one will be wrinkled green. So in this way, Mendel got the ratio 9:3:3:1. So Mendel concluded that 2 pairs of characters combined in F1 generation, but they separate in the next generation. Yes, in inheritance factors which are responsible for each trait distribute independently to gametes. That's why it is called as law of independent assortment.
So, in this video, we have learned that how gametes combine differently and forms new combinations with new phenotypes. If you are having any doubt regarding dihybrid cross and law of independent assortment, then comment me in the commenting box. Thanks for watching.